Hey Browns fans, Nathan Zegura here with the game preview edition of the 2-Minute Drill brought to you by University Hospitals. It's the Battle of Ohio, the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals to kick off the 2025 season at 1 o'clock at Huntington Bank Field. Get in early, get into your seats, get in early, and be loud because this is a game where the Browns defense, they're going to need you out there on third downs rattling Joe Burrow. The Bengals come in with the number one passing attack in the league last year. Joe Burrow, he led the league in passing yards and passing touchdowns. Jamar Chase won the Triple Crown. T. Higgins had 10 touchdowns of his own and led the league in touchdowns from week 11 on a year ago. They also have a very good running back in Chase Brown, who averaged over 100 total yards per game as a starter. Now, the weakness, though, for this Bengals offense, it's on the offensive line. And so if you guys can get loud, force them into a silent count, that helps the Browns' defensive line. And I think this is one of those cases where the Browns' strength really plays into the weakness of the opponent. This defensive line, we have seen it all offseason. It has been the talk of this football team, led by, of course, the Defensive Player of the Year from 2023, Myles Garrett. So look for them. That's going to be a huge matchup. You've got to get after Joe Burrow. Now, the Bengals know that, so they're going to try to get the ball out of Joe Burrow's hands quickly. This is going to be an important game for the Browns to tackle in space. Chase is great after the catch. Higgins is great after the catch. And so is their running back, Chase Brown. So we've got to tackle, get him in the third and longs, and then get after Joe Burrow, get him on the ground. Myles has sacked Joe Burrow more than any other player. Joe Burrow's been sacked by Myles Garrett more than any other player. So that's going to be the key when the Bengals have the football. When the Browns have the football, number one, it's easy. Got to stay away from turnovers, stay away from those penalties that kill drives, and let Joe Flacco operate. This is a Bengals defense that really struggled last year. That's why they did not make the playoffs. They were too weak on that side of the ball. Have not made a lot of changes. They've lost guys, though, at all three levels. Sam Hubbard on the defensive line retired. Jermaine Pratt, he went to Las Vegas. He was their leading tackler a year ago. And then Mike Hilton, the venerable slot corner, he is gone as well. So this is a defense that the Browns need to attack. And, well, they got the right guy to do it. Joe Flacco, as the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, he averages over 300 yards passing, and the Browns put up 28.6 points per game with him. Why is that important? If you go back over the last 10, when the Browns are 6-4 in those games against the Bengals, the 6 wins, Browns averaging over 30 points per game. 4 losses, 11 points per game. So you got to get this offense going. Got a great front, and then you go ahead and get the ball to your playmakers. David Njoku, Jerry Jeudy, Cedric Tillman, Harold Fannin. Get the young guys, Dylan Sampson, Jerome Ford involved as well. This is an opportunity. Jamari Thrash, Isaiah Bond, really to attack. I think this is a game where the Browns are going to have to score a lot to win. I think they are capable of doing so, and Joe Flacco is just the guy to lead in there. Got a chance to talk with him late this week. He is thrilled to be back in front of the greatest fans in the NFL, the Cleveland Browns fans. So you guys get there and be rocking in this one. I like the way it matches up. As I said, our strengths match up with their weaknesses. Styles make the fights. Great opportunity for the Browns to start the season as they did back in 2023 with a win over the Bengals at home in Week 1. Who can forget Myles Garrett in that iconic pose after he got that sack on Joe Burrow on that big fourth down? Let's do it again. All right, we're going to have full coverage for you starting at 10:30 a.m. on News 5 Browns Countdown, and then we will have the kick all along the University Hospitals Cleveland Browns radio network. Andrew Siciliano, myself, and Gerard Cherry down on the sideline. Season opener. Go there early. Get loud. It is here, folks. And this, of course, has been the game preview edition of the 2-Minute Drill brought to you by University Hospitals.